off to the Highland Mole to do a Highland Games, and this is my first one, and I'm looking forward to it. I'll be going through most of the series in the Highland Games all over the Scottish Highlands, and it's my first year as a professional. So it's really a trial year for me, and I'm looking forward to meeting people like Grant Anderson, Hamish Davidson, Bill Anderson, the great all-time old man. I'm a young man, so probably next couple of years I'll learn most of the traditional events and give him a headache, but I think in the first year he'll be beating me fair and square. Well, the motivation is obviously after doing 20 years of amateur athletics, 15 years in the national team, been all around the world, 3 Olympic Games, 3 Commonwealth Games, 67 internationals. I've got to start looking for other motivation, as you say, and the Highland Games is the obvious place to go, because this is where all the traditional events like shot put started. I've never been here, and obviously there's a professional circuit there, and I'm looking forward to competing in a traditional happy-go-lucky atmosphere rather than the strict training regime of the Olympic Games movement.
I could have chose tiddlywinks, couldn't I? You know, with manhole covers. But no, I wanted this new challenge, and I looked around and I said professional games. Because Arthur Rowe before me, who was European champion, one of the greatest shot putters ever lived, took on and beat the best in the Highland Games.
With his first effort there, didn't cover himself glory.
Bill Anderson is a legend. To me, he's one of the greatest athletes. In his own chosen field, he's the best.
How's that practice? I get 6.
But then there's Hamish. He's super strong. I mean, he's one of these natural guys. I think he is the man to beat in the future, because he's mastered the techniques. And then you've got Grant Anderson. Grant Anderson is the next Commonwealth weightlifter, so he's really transferring his power into the Highland Games. So I think he will, with Hamish, be the guy to beat in the next 2 or 3 years. Bill can't go on forever. I think he's got to realise this fact. He's 43 now, so he's getting on. Unless he proves me wrong and comes out again and again and again, which they do. But with Bill and Grant and Hamish there, you've got 3 champions in their own right.
I think they're all hypochondriacs. You know, I mean, I'm complaining of backache all the time, and I don't know what he's got problem he's got. He's got no problems at all. He's got knee problems and head problems, you know. And but I think Bill's right, you know, I mean, I find it very difficult to throw some of the Highland events anyway, and I'm learning this year. Next year I hope to do a lot better. But as I go on, I tend to get better as each meeting comes on. I think Bill must use it as a training session every meeting, you know, because I don't think he'd do a lot of training there.
the more games you do, the better you get, the more stamina you seem to have. I find that out anyway. Because once did 8 games on the trot, and I found out that after the 8th game I was better than I was at the one that started. So I don't really think it's a stamina problem. The first 10 years of my working life was working on the farm. But that didn't correspond well with my games activities, so I had to change my job and go into the construction, which, well, you're paid by the hour, so you're allowed off any time you like. Well, I was always interested in the heavy events. I always thought of these big, strong men when I was a young boy, you know, throwing weights about. And then there was hammers and weights about the farm, so I just learned to throw them. The way things have been over the last 25 years, I had an easy spell in the late 50s and early 60s, and then got a lot of hard competition from Arthur Rowe. And then I had quite an easy spell again. And then things are harder now with Hamish Davidson and Grant Anderson, and now Geoff has come up, so things are getting really tough. I'm enjoying it more now than I maybe was 20 years ago. I don't know why that is, but I think I'm enjoying it more. I don't think there's so much strain now. There was quite a bit of strain on earlier on in this Scotland-England thing when Arthur Rowe was in the goal. And I hope that doesn't materialise again.
I have very small hands because I'm not really a small person anyway.
Oh, naturally a small person.
If I hadn't trained on the weights, I'd still be a sort of 11-stone weakling. It's all been developed over the years.
What weight were you before you started?
About the 10-stone mark at 15.
That was at birth.
You'd have never been a 10-stone lad. You're far too broad for that. You must be 12 to 13 would be your normal weight. Definitely not 10.
No, maybe not.
No,
10.
no.
Well, Hamish drinks 20 pints of beer a night, you know? I mean, I've never seen anything like it.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Heel! Come on! Bird!
I think the Highland Games get into your blood.
Bye-bye!
It's part of your life. I started Highland Games about the age of 17 or 18. I can't remember. I was shot putting in school before then. Well, I'm a hill farmer. I keep stock of black-faced ewes and also have a herd of white mink and pastels. About 1,500 animals on the farm at the moment. Everything's done at home now. I just step out the back door, I'm into the concrete circle, shot putting. Then I go into the barn, I'm doing weights. Everything. I've got all my own facilities.
Way over the bar and the caber, the height's in, and the hammer as well, the height's an advantage.
That's if you're able to throw properly, which I'm not. I only found out yesterday I was holding the bloody thing all wrong. I was watching these guys, I said, well, that's not right, because I hold my hands like this, and I thought, well, they've been doing it for 20 years or so, it must be bloody right. So I changed my grip straight away and threw less.
It's beautiful now, aren't it? And then I got my birds, and, you know, I'm as competitive in that as ever. You know, I'll get to a show, and if I'm showing, if I don't win, I want to know why I didn't win, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
No. There we go. There we go.
Get your fingers way behind it, lock on before you change. Get that change of speed. As soon as your right foot hits, change it round. Okay, foot, knee, hip. Left foot down, put over it before you change it.
I'm a great believer that if you've done it,
Good girl, fine.
if you've actually taken part and thrown and felt the event, you should be a reasonable coach. I find that they are me. They are an extension of what I used to be. And I think within the next 2 or 3 years, Susan King will be British champion. Okay? Okay. Nothing else. Nothing else. Just your fingers. You're lifting your spine because you're jumping into it. Get that force going through the shot. Get nasty. Push.
Well, they're not too bad just now. I've seen them far worse. In fact, after a few games, you've seen them. We've seen the split here, again, 4 or 5 different places. It's not too bad. Not too bad just now.
Is that on the other hand as well?
No.
He's got the worst callus,
He's
hasn't he?
Grant's worse for it soon.
Why is that, Grant?
I do more training.
No, I'll tell you what it is. He's used to office work and his hands are soft, you see. He throws it away and he tears them up.
He's not used to hard work, is
That's
he?
exactly what it is.
I'm a town planner, basically. A sedentary occupation, so it leaves all your physical energy anyway for training. I have a fairly unusual diet which I picked up from the weightlifting bodybuilding field, which is basically a liquid high protein diet, which consists of skim milk, high protein like castellan, eggs, things like that. Well, if I do miss having real food, I'll go and have some. Well, I used to be a weightlifter, Olympic-type weightlifter, but I got too injured to do it, to continue weightlifting. So I was just at a loose end when one of the Highland Games guys was looking for somebody to train with, so I started training with him. Discovered I was better than him, so I Games is usually decided on a system of points accumulated over 7 events. There's the 22 pounds and the 16 pound putts, the 22 and the 16 pound hammers, the 28 pound weight for distance, the 56 pound weight over the bar, and of course the caber, which has nothing to do with distance but is judged on straightness. If you think of it in terms of a clock, 12 o'clock would be the perfect throw.
Good afternoon. The chairman of the Crieff Highland Gathering. Could you please tell me the forecast for tomorrow for Crieff, Perthshire?
Not a bad day. Probably rather cloudy at times. The odd light shower, but I think any shower you do get will be very light, fairly scattered.
Crieff, I always thought, was the best games in Scotland, I think. They were the ones that everybody would have liked to win because it's called the Scottish Championships. Yes, it's been a happy hunting ground for me, but then so has a few more places been happy hunting grounds for me.
my idea of competing is A, you're first, you got into it. B, I want to win. Or else I don't want to take part.
I tend not to get very worked up for these things anyway, which is probably a mistake. You know, I think you perform a lot better if you get a bit more aggressive. I probably fall down a bit there.
I think the records excite me more than anything. Also, titles, the money helps. You wouldn't do it for no money, obviously.
Last year's heavyweight champion at Creek. So we have Hamish Davidson from there. Geoff. See, ladies and gentlemen, the red flag out in front of the tree. That in fact is the ground record. And the ground record for this event is 49 feet 7 inches. Tremendous goal there from Geoff.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the result of putting the 22-pound weight. First, with a new ground and Scottish record of 52 feet 1.5 inches, Geoff Capes. Second, Hamish Davidson, 48 feet 5.5. Third, Grant Anderson, 40 feet 2.5.
Oh, you told me it was the Scottish Championships. Nobody else told me until I got here. So I've got to try it today, haven't I?
The ground record at the moment is 58 feet 1.5 inches. The Scottish record is 61 feet 2.25 inches. The second round of the 16-pound weight, Grant Anderson has had his second go, and now we have Hamish Davidson coming up for his second. The ground record, in fact, for this event was set by Hamish Davidson 2 years ago when Hamish won the Scottish Championship at Crete. And the ground record in the previous event that Geoff Capes broke, in fact, was Hamish Davidson's as well.
Is it nasty?
Pull it, Steve, pull it.
You don't pull a tape, you stretch that. That's why you should have a metal one. You don't pull it. It's quite elastic if you pull it. You can get an half inch on that. 60 quid.
61 6.5.
61 6.5. Is that a national record?
Yes, yes.
The result of event number 11, putting the 16-pound weight. First, with a new ground and Scottish record of 61 feet 6.5 inches, Geoff Capes.
Yeah. I knew it was about bloody time.
Second, Hamish Davidson,
I mean,
56 feet.
Cratting about all year, you know. Well, getting used to the grass and everything. It's not like concrete, as I said initially, you know. It's just amazing how much it takes out of your actual force on the throw, you know.
It's better than watching Dundee or Dundee United, anyway.
Even on a bad day.
Well, they always have a bad day, Dundee do, anyway. I stopped seeing them when they sold Jimmy Gabriel in 1958. All right, we'll just go.
Come on, look at the thing. Right.
It's a heavy weight, I don't like it. Well, it's not the same weight I set the record up with, and as a doer sort of thing. I'll throw it a wee bit further. But I don't like it, no.
I think you've done enough to get it.
We'll see what Geoff does. That's all it's up to now, I think. I'm still leading Grant there by a few feet.
Come on, I've got to concentrate.
Next to go is the 28-pound weight for distances. Number 113, Geoff Capes.
Oh, no. Damn it, no.
The result of event number 12, throwing the 28-pound weight for distance. First, Geoff Capes with a distance of 77 inches.
Terrible throw. I was listening to what my mate said over there, you know. He said faster, so I was bloody waiting there faster, and I still pulled back here.
I don't like it at all.
What's wrong?
About 28. I've been throwing it badly, or else there's something far wrong with me. That's about 12 feet back on my record here.
Yes, throwing as I feared, not as I hoped.
But, yeah, well, the point is the points thing today, not winning, isn't it? I mean, it's position, position, position. Now I've got two events, I know I'm going to come last in. The hammer.
Well, Bill will be the favourite to win the hammers, but I'm always hopeful.
Grant's probably throwing quite well, and Hamish will be throwing quite well, I think, so it might be hard to say just how well it will go. Geoff's been home at home practicing all week with a hammer too.
So, that's my three best events over. So I'll have to try something on my lesser events.
You're disappointed so far, yeah?
Not too bad.
What are you thinking?
Thinking about something else completely.
Now the wrestling starter, the east end of the start, wrestling and that was Grant Anderson with the opening throw in the 22-pound hammer. Yes, ladies and gentlemen,
Never finished the throw.
Bill must be doing something wrong, I'm leading. You know, he does two half-hearted throws, and then I just throw half-hearted. Then he throws a real throw.
pound hammer, Bill Anderson from Aberdeen. Great throw there from Bill Anderson.
Enough? Don't think so. I'm a few inches short, I would think. But that's it.
Well, Bill miscalculated there.
Watch a minute, boys. Can we measure the...
All that kidology. He ended up being too lethargic. Oh, you turkey. 99.11.5, you mean sod.
I'll give you 99.11 if you don't.
All right.
First, a distance of 114 feet 4 inches, was Grant Anderson. Second, Bill Anderson with 110. Opening throw the second round of the light hammer.
Bill will pull it out this time, though.
No way.
Terrible. Just getting excited.
We always dream about throwing it into the crowd at the far end of the park, but it never seems to go that far.
Yes, that looks pretty fast. No.
No, beat it.
I'll beat that, yeah.
Great throw there from Grant Anderson.
No, things are not going too well, but still 2 throws yet. Hope they get a good one yet, surely.
And now we have Hamish Davidson coming up for his second.
So Hamish, he's maybe going a bit again this time too. He's got a good throw last time. He seems to be trying a bit harder again.
Right, he's had a bit more gin.
Some more gin, that help. Yes, throwing better too. It's a good throw.
Good throw.
And just coming up to throw now, we have Geoff. First was Bill Anderson with a distance of 132 feet 9 inches.
3 firsts, 2 fourths, which is average in the hammer. It's just a question of doing your sums, isn't it?
If Geoff makes a mess of the weight over the bar and the cable, Grant can still win.
Jeff gets hit with 60, maybe only chance. You're sticking by your prediction?
I'm injured, so there's obvious probability of him beating me anyway. And we're trying to get the crowd to duff Geoff up.
With the weight over the bar and the cable still stuck.
Never really got into it, very lackadaisical. Enough it.
One more attempt at equaling his own world record of 16 feet 4 inches.
Well, that makes me 2 points behind Geoff now, so all on the table. Who knows? He might break his leg again, you know.
No, he's 3 up in front. Before the start of this competition, he was 3 up. I was 3 up. No, I was 3. I was 3. 6. Well, no, maybe 3. And 6. No, I was
I'll get a hold of it yet.
A perfect throw is 12 o'clock. Over it goes.
Slightly better. Still not 12 o'clock.
2 minutes, Steve.
I think that was late. That was after 12.
That just corroborates what I said.
Throwing like an old woman.
That's where we go, maybe, you know? Thought it maybe over. Not good enough to win yet, but it's over. Not too bad. Quite happy with that. That's probably on second just now.
That was Hamish Davidson getting the caper over. Tremendous go there from Grant Anderson.
I thought I made a complete arse of that too. That must be hell of a easy. That's all I can say. They must all be invalids over there.
You good enough, Geoff?
Hopefully.
Huh?
Good enough for you to win overall, I think.
The old man's got to go yet.
And then the final throw will be by Bill Anderson.
No good enough. That's good enough.
Good enough for second, Bill?
No, so it's not. For my judging.
That would mean Geoff, would it?
That means 1 point.
Well, I lost by a point overall, so but it was closer than I expected, in fact. And it's all lips and butts. But if I'd done a little bit better here and there, you know, I could have won. So
He threw it away, you know.
I'm not depressed.
And then little chance was there in the cable again too. If I'd come in between them again, then that would have been that too, but it didn't happen. You know? So it was pretty close, pretty close.
Oh no, I don't like it. I've been off farm. I didn't expect to do too well unless I pulled out something spectacular, and it didn't happen.
In terms of financing, I think we're worth a lot more money. You know, that's the personal thing anyway.
Maybe that'll change.
I hope it'll change because, you know, like everybody I think he enjoyed, you know, the championship and the competition, and he normally stands and stay for the caber. I mean, this is it. That's the event. Not running around a track and cycling around a track. It's the caber and the Highland Games and the heavy events. Plug for the throwers.
The result of the Scottish Heavyweight Championship. First, Geoff. And runner-up with 34 points, Grant Anderson.